Okay, today we're talking about a recent video that I made for my own business, something I actually should be doing way more often, by the way. But a year ago I got the idea to create a course, Her Film School, which is a platform for aspiring female filmmakers. And I've always loved courses and learning, but through my years of experience there hasn't been a dedicated space that's specifically for women in the field. So I was just like, well, I should make that happen. So exactly 1 year later, after building this huge thing that consists of like 55 videos on storytelling, running a creative business, and doing a lot of work on the whole back end, it was time to actually make the launch video. At first, I really pictured something crazy, but I was like, no. I should create something that is short, minimal, and clear to understand. And the first word that popped into my head was elegant. So, given that I had already spent about $30,000 on creating this whole platform, I had to be smart and budget this right. So, let's watch the video first, and then we're going to dive into the making. This is Her Film School. For a long time, there hasn't been a dedicated online space for female filmmakers, and this is about to change today. Her Film School serves as a vibrant community for aspiring and dedicated female filmmakers, storytellers, and creative entrepreneurs. Beyond the one-of-a-kind online network, fostering idea exchange, growth, collaboration, and support, Her Film School is also a central hub for female-led courses. Our first course is out today, and it teaches you everything you need to know about storytelling, running a creative business, and confidently working in this industry as a woman. We have planned monthly calls, panels with industry guest speakers, and a lot more. Join today at herfilmschool.com. Can't wait to see you on the other side. Wow, wow, wow. As you can see, it's pretty simple, but yet there is this small touch of a higher value look, which was one of the main goals of the video, to present the value and the pricing of the product and to justify it in a way. The first thing that one probably notices is the space and the surroundings. Typically, bright spaces with a lot of natural light tend to have this expensive feel to them, which is why I opted for this studio location. Because I really love my own studio that I'm in right now, but if I recorded here, it was going to feel like regular content and not like a video for a new brand that, stands out. By the way, to everyone watching, I got myself a sponsor for this video, and for the rest of the year actually, and that's Artlist. So quickly I want to touch on the music of the launch video, because I really believe music is that missing piece of the video that when you add it, it just really elevates the atmosphere and is highly important for setting the tone of your video. Me and my editor found this track on Artlist. For this video in particular, we were looking for something that can hype you up. So we clicked on the music tab, and in the category section we selected uplifting, exciting, commercials, because those categories are really helpful when you're searching for a specific kind of track. We scrolled through the list for a bit, and we were actually able to find a bunch of tracks that are suitable for the launch video and the other reels we recorded on that day. So we put them all into a collection titled Her Film School Launch Video, and then from there we were able to pick the one that fit best, and we ended up with Hot Girl by Sawarwa. But we use both the instrumental version and parts from the vocals in the end of the video when you hear that wow, wow, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm just still dancing to this music because it just hypes you up, and you're like, oh yeah, I wanna, I just wanna see more of that, which was, the idea. Artlist has really been great in finding a bunch of creative tools as well, like those light leaks and some of the sound effects you see in the video. And I really do find that for someone like me who creates a lot of digital content, both for my own channel and also branded work, the Artlist Max subscription works best, as the license covers all of that and I don't have to worry about extra fees later. So if you want to check out Artlist for yourself, use my link below and get 2 free months added when you sign up for an annual subscription. Okay, so let's now dive deeper into the pre-production aspect. I told you that I needed a space that in a way could showcase the core values of the program that I'm building, and to me that had to be something really bright, clean, and just with a lot of natural light coming in. So I found the studio and I rented it for 6 hours total, which cost me like $200. I brought a team of 2 from my employees at my film production company, Untold, Bujidar, a filmmaker and editor, and Teddy, a producer. So they were helping me with the shoot. And I also asked a friend of mine, George, to assist with shooting some of the behind the scenes and, just some iPhone content. Because I wanted to showcase the community aspect of the program, I needed some talent. So I posted a story on Instagram and about 5-6 girls showed up and supported me for the video for free. So really, thank you for that if you're watching this. My only other expenses were for a bit of gear rental, gas, food and drinks. And at the end of the day, the total expense for the shoot was about 500 USD, which I'm really proud of, compared to everything that I was basically paying to create this whole program. $500 for a launch video is really nothing, but when you're giving it from yourself, you just have to be mindful. That goes to say that you can really create a lot with less. Moving on, let's quickly run through the gear. We filmed with my red Komodo. There were a few lights already on set, but we brought the Aperture 60D, the Amaran f21C, as well as one of the bigger Pavi tubes. In terms of lenses, I initially booked a 24mm Sigma Cine lens, but in the last minute I was told that the whole set was already, rented, so I ended up getting 24 and 50mm Xene lenses, not sure how you pronounce that, which I'm not really a fan of. I love the DZO lenses for those kinds of, shoots, as well as the Sigma Cines, but sometimes you gotta work with what you have. Because 6 hours, it's a really tight time frame, I created a presentation which looks like this in order to brief my team about what we were going to shoot. I wrote my script and basically how everything is going to look. So I made sure to include some reference images so that, everyone who is going to be on set can get a feel about the aesthetic that I want to recreate. Once we got to the studio, we had about an hour set aside for setting up the gear, doing my makeup, and creating the scene. The first thing on the agenda was to record the main talking head for the launch video. Initially, I planned on having 2 different takes, one on the front and one on the side, but decided that there was really no need for that, for like a 40-second reel. And so we then moved on to filming a couple of supporting reels, which were really very simple. Just me holding a prop camera against a concrete wall, 1 key light on the side, again going for that really minimal and clean look. Then, while we waited for all the girls to arrive, we took some photos on my Fuji X100V just for social posts. And once everyone was there, we proceeded to film some B-roll, mainly happy faces, showcasing the community aspect, changing lenses, fiddling around with the gear. Like gear-wise, we only used 1 key light for this. I think it was some kind of Godox light that was already in the studio, and it was just more powerful than the lights that we had brought with us. And we had like big softbox to diffuse it, but the studio already had so much natural light, so it was bright anyways. We just kind of needed to bump it up a little bit, so to say. The last shot we recorded is actually the first one you see in the video, with all the girls, and it has a really bossy kind of look to it, showcasing a bit of more authority. And actually that's the only shot that is in 40 frames, slowed down to 24 in post, so that it's even more front and center when it comes to grabbing the attention of the viewer. All the light leaks, those blue flashes that you see in the videos, and the supporting sound effects are also from Artlist. There is really a huge collection of assets like this that can really just make your video pop and add that extra element, to just make it seem more interesting. And basically that was it. It was a pretty short shoot day, but a very fun one. I always love when I'm able to record content that's purely for me, and now that Her Film School is live, I'm really excited to see where this journey takes me. That goes to say that if you're a female filmmaker watching this, or you know any women who are into video, do check out herfilmschool.com or share it with them, because I believe this is really going to be a game changer in the industry. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. Check the links in the description, and I'll see you soon.